What's good, B1 family? See you, boy. I had to clean up, man. Had to get that razor out, do what I do. Use that Go Nuts shaver. We'll have a review coming soon enough. However, I saw this before. I didn't say nothing about it because I was like, it's really not our business, but it's such an egregious topic, such an egregious thing, especially with the likes of Godfrey saying what he's saying about us, having these powwows and these meetings about us and our culture and how we just, why we not so accepted and this, that, and the third. But this is what goes on in your homeland? Listen up.
So you mean to tell me them same fucking Nigerians that was coming over here talking about Black Americans don't know themselves, we don't got no culture, we don't got no fathers, are actively right now having a rape festival, raping their own women in the streets? And that's the fucking culture that y'all are talking about? Bitch, no, I'm cool. I wouldn't want to be a part of it. What the fuck? You literally have video of these men dragging women out of their houses and raping them. What the fuck? But that's the culture, right? That's culture, right? Black America, we ain't doing that shit. I guarantee that. I guarantee that you don't see no video footage of fucking American men dragging women in the fucking street and raping them. Ugh. Sorry, I have to get myself together while I say this fucking message. But bitch, yeah, I don't ever want to hear another motherfucking immigrant coming over here talking shit, talking about y'all culture and how we don't got no culture and we don't know ourselves. Because bitch, I don't see no Black American men holding up no fucking rape festival. I don't see it. I ain't never seen it. Ever. Ever. Shout out to the FBA. The fuck?
Did you notice her username? Haitian Princess 504. Now, I'm a little, because I know 504 is New Orleans, not Nolans. Real quick side note, man. I remember the first time I heard somebody say Nolans. And I was thinking to myself as I got older, homies from New Roads, some homies from Lake Charles, homies from Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and none of them say Nolans. Y'all got to correct that. Y'all need to do a public blast because I hate the Nolans. I'm from Nolans. Nobody from New Orleans say Nolans. Nobody from Louisiana say Nolans. That shit just worked my nerves. I'm sorry, ran over. But notice, it's a Haitian sister giving it up for who? Us foundational Black Americans. Now, I don't like when she said the FBA. We got to make sure we stop that because then now it makes it sound like we're a group. You know what I'm saying? I know we're like superheroes. I get it. When we put the cape on, shit happen, but we got to, because people try to frame us in a certain light, and we're not going to let that happen. Even if she did that accidentally, we got to check it.
So, what's going on in Ozoro, Nigeria? Africans, what's going on over there? What type of weird shit is that? Africans, Ozoro, Nigeria, 7-day festival, terrorizing women. Festival, y'all call it a festival. That means it's culturally accepted, right? Disrespectfully, that's disgusting as fuck. That's disgusting. We don't do that shit over here. Try to do that shit over here. It's so culturally taboo. You do that shit over here. If you go to jail for it, the inmates in the prison will send you to your maker. Will send you to heaven. That's how culturally unacceptable it is in the United States of America. But it's funny how y'all have so much to fucking say about America. It's funny how every time y'all go viral, it's because y'all doing some degenerate shit, right? Last time y'all went viral on TikTok, it was because y'all lost live access for fornicating on the internet. Ridiculous.
Shout out to our brother Leo Spell. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it's an egregious thing. This 7 days. What kind of evil sits down and says, yeah, we finna section out in the college town. 7 days to go and find women and rape them. And it's a cultural thing. Don't believe me? Hold on.
Did y'all hear about a grape festival called Ozoro that's happening right now in Nigeria? That's literally a cultural practice that has been going on for years, for 7 days straight. A graping festival in a Delta state in Nigeria in a college town. I've been seeing videos of this on my timeline, and this really is very disturbing. The only reason why this has become a thing is because some messages on WhatsApp got leaked, according to what I've seen. In this, I don't even know what to say. Like, graping happens all over the globe. In instances, men have even been falsely accused. But in this, I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to let y'all... There's no way that anyone can say that this is not happening. That's why I said there has been some instances where men have been falsely accused of things, because especially in Black America, we've dealt with the pale-faced women that have been... There's no way to deny this. It's on camera. That was my point for mentioning that. It is on camera. Y'all can't say, oh, we're misconstruing and we don't understand the culture and the traditions. This is deplorable and demonic. Where women they know that they have to stay locked up in the house for 7 days and 7 nights. I'm going to let an African woman explain it more than I can. But we need to continue to spread awareness about this, because I don't know who is organizing. Hold up.
Update on the graping festival going on in Nigeria and questions. 1, where is it happening? It's happening in a state called Delta State in Nigeria, in a community called Ozoro community. 2, who organized this? It actually is a cultural and traditional thing. So it has been going on for years, and the women have accepted it, and they know that every year for 7 days they have a graping festival, and they have to lock themselves up in their houses. 3, that place is a college town. So they have a university in that state, and people who go there from different parts of the country and don't know about this, they fall victims to these things. 4, it has actually been hidden and kept as a secret, and it was not supposed to blow up like this until there were leaked messages from WhatsApp. And then people put it on Twitter. And then I said I had to spread awareness on TikTok. 5, the only thing that has been done right now is they arrested 4 people that were apparently the organizers of this. That's the community leaders. And the only reason why it is getting any kind of attention is because people are talking about it. If not, nobody will get arrested. None of the men who perpetrated these things have been arrested.
She said it herself that this has been a cultural tradition that has been going on for years. There is no way, based on what I've seen just on TikTok, there is no way they can try to spin or weave a web and say that this is not true. We're lying. We're making things seem like what it's not. That's not what's happening. There is no way. And you can't even show super X-rated versions of things. I saw a girl surrounded by men getting her close to, like, I can't. Once again, there's no way to say, oh, Americans, y'all just don't understand. You are just lying. No, and once again, we do understand that people could falsify, fabricate, and make false claims about things like that happening because of our history just in the country alone, and things, people, whatever. But that is not the case here. That is not the case here. And I'm using my platform to continue to spread awareness, because that is not okay. This needs to, what the fuck? A festival? See, no, this is not okay. No. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. This needs to be, and it needs to be put to this now. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. I don't even.
And as you can see, our sister, she's visibly distraught because she's a woman. You know, women, these are some of the things that men don't necessarily have to think about. I don't have to think about at night, am I going to get hit upside the head and raped? You know, I'll probably get killed, robbed, you know what I'm saying, jacked, whatever. But rape is not something that sits at the forefront of my thought processes as a man. So our sisters saying, you know, because we have empathy for folk, you know what I'm saying? We have sympathy and empathy to a certain extent. And we used to, you know, really extend ourselves and put that cape on. Now, we're not doing it per se to the extent of trying to go save you, because we learned that trying to go save people leaves us without, because the same people don't reciprocate. They get a leg up, look at us, lift their leg up, fart, and then walk off, literally. She understands as a woman the constant trauma of knowing that, hey, this is a festival. I go to school here. I have to be locked inside, or else I will fall victim to all these men raping me, possibly give me all kinds of diseases, possibly get me impregnated. So yeah, this is a disgusting thing, and it's a traditional thing, and it's a part of the culture. 7 years, was it going on for 6 years, for 7 days out of the year? That's sick. We can't align ourselves with that. And Godfrey, why you ain't having no powwows about this?
I just watched a disturbing clip of that Ozoro festival it's been trending here on TikTok. It's a festival that goes on for 1 week in Nigeria, where the men can SA or grape any woman that's caught outside during that week, because it's the tradition. It's like a cultural thing that they do in that area. And basically the guys, look, I'm not going to play the clip for you guys, because honestly it just, though, that type of stuff to me is triggering for me, especially as a person who's gone through SA. I just don't want to repost that. It was basically a bunch of men that just swarmed around this one lady, and they were like grabbing her and touching her, and it was just like very disturbing to see. And obviously people are doing a lot of reactions to the not necessarily to the clips, but to the entire festival and the idea behind it, you know, itself. But I've seen people that obviously come against it, but then I've also seen like some Nigerian men who were like, yeah, we don't agree with the grape tradition, the festival, but you know, at the same time, if these women know that that's what we do, they know that that's a tradition, then they should have known not to come outside. And it really got me to thinking about that 154 podcast with Godfrey and Akbar. Why wouldn't you all be bringing up, shedding light on these types of topics and discussing these types of topics that are so important, like this Ozoro festival and the all these other toxic cultural practices and cultural traditions and festivals that go on the continent? Why would you have your podcast, call it 54, the 54 countries? You might as well just change the name at this point. Only talk about us in Black America over here and the childhood traumas from over here, and not talk about so much more important things that are relevant to what your podcast is supposed to be about. I mean, I feel so bad for the women that have to go through that, who have to living in those types of societies. And the fact that a lot of their men have no empathy for them at all, won't shed light on it, won't talk about it, try to shut them down and shut them up. Like, they don't treat their women like human beings. They treat them like animals, for real, if you really look at it. And I don't see any of these podcasters that's from over there that have platforms actually talking about any of this stuff and addressing these issues and trying to fix these issues.
Right. And it's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the hypocrisy of it all, pointing your finger at America, constantly pointing at our problems. When you're over there, you have mountains of boo-boo, right? You're defecating in the streets. The water is horrible. The air is horrible, right? And people are paying millions of dollars for you to be potty trained because you defecating in the streets, right? I just don't like how everybody's pointing at and airing out our dirty laundry when you have your own problems to be talking about, right? Mind your business. The people walking around like their shit doesn't stink. No pun intended. But what I really wanted to talk about is that a good friend sent me a screenshot of another person covering the Ozoro story, and somebody's in the comment section stating that Haiti, the men in Haiti, do the same shit. That's crazy. Nobody should be talking about America or black Americans ever again. You people are ridiculous. You people are borderline doing degenerate shit and then pointing your finger at somebody else. Stop talking about black Americans. That's all I gotta say. Because you people are out of this world with some of the weird shit y'all do abroad.
I don't care and I don't want to know why it exists. I could give less of a fuck of why it exists and more of a fuck of why people are not being freaking arrested. There's no reason why this even came about that you can give to me that would justify it. What do you mean a day set aside for rape? You should be thrown under the jail for even engaging in a conversation about such a day, such a culture. What the Every day, this country is sinking more and more into poverty. There are no jobs. People cannot afford basic amenities or even a place to breathe. People are going on living not even knowing where their next food will come, but some people are planning or are excited about engaging in a day about raping women. Many people are saying people don't understand why women are reacting the way they do. Is there a day set aside for women to castrate men? Doesn't that sound barbaric? You hear a day set aside for this. I saw this video of this person talking about, oh my god, they don't get... There are men laughing at videos of this happening online. And we're supposed to think this is a normal society that we live in. Say if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But as it is that the only thing I wish upon people is death, let me just keep quiet.
I'm disappointed as a Nigerian, but mostly disappointed as a Deltan. I am a Deltan. So, you people have what they call Grapey Festival in 2026. Like, a group of men will come together, select a day, and tell you, we announce dates. You announce 7 days. 7 days. Even God, when created heaven and earth, rested on the 7th day. 7 whole days to go out there. See any woman, catch them, and grape them. Shame on you. We don't have commissioner of police in Ozoro. We don't have commissioner for women affairs in Ozoro. We don't have a king in Ozoro. We don't. We don't have House of Assembly members, House of Representative members, local government chairman in Ozoro. Are you serious? In 2026? And their defense is, we announced it. Shut up your stupid mouth. I don't know. This is the most irritating thing I've ever seen or heard all my life. And you would think it's not happening until it happens to you. Until it happens to your sister. Until it happens to your mother.
Well, sister, this is why we advocate those who come over here, especially they come over, they get a little bit of money, and go back home and handle that. You think that people didn't know the fact that it took it leaking, and folk know this, like women know this, like that the internet's been around for a minute. Nobody, hey, what's going on? This is what's going on. Cats selling their kidneys and stuff for iPhones. Couldn't record, hey, this is what's going on. Let's call it into this. Let's stop this. It's been organized every year for the last 6-something years to terrorize women for 7 days straight. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. That's beyond deplorable. You do not have the right to come over here and try to thumb your nose at us, wag your finger at us, and you got that going on in your homeland. B1 family, there has to be a reckoning. Delineation is the only way, because we have to force motherfuckers to deal with their own issues. I honestly believe if we would not have delineated, we would have never known that this is something that goes on, and it probably been over a decade of tradition going on. I'm glad we delineated. I think we're going to find more debauchery in all these other places and more heinous and villainous practices in all these other places, not just Africa. As we continue to delineate and no longer be a coverall that people can hide their devilment under. I love you all. Just an update. Reached out to our brother Poncho. He chopped it up with me. I told him, hey, look, can you do something with it? He told me he he got some personal stuff going on and nothing bad. You know, I'm not gonna put his business out there because he, you know, I didn't ask him and I'm not just gonna do that. But I said, brother, can you do it within 30 days? So looking forward to him cleaning it up. Of course, we're gonna make sure he gets compensated. I'll show you guys the design on the community tab. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, and share this out with everyone you care about. FBA all day and be one.